Praise the Lord and welcome to enjoying the Abundant Life show. Today we are blessed to have somebody special to me, and the person who is going to talk to share with us today is not a friend. He is a father, and I honor him highly because of who he is. He's a spiritual father. He led me to the Lord when I was 19. That's a long time because today I am 66. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
And he did not only lead me to the Lord, he has helped me to move on, and he has watched me along the way, and sometimes rebuked me, sometimes encouraged me, sometimes told me to stop doing something. And I have found if you don't have anybody who can tell you stop, and you stop, something is wrong. So this man we have here is that special kind of a person. He is my father, but he is also the presiding bishop of Christian Church International. And so we will have him today to share with us over many things, and especially about abundant life in many angles. Bishop Henry Mulandi, welcome to the show. Please greet our viewers.
Thank you, Bishop. Well, viewers, I don't know where you are and whether it's afternoon, morning, night. How are you? Henry Mulandi is my name. I love Jesus as my personal savior. I got saved when I was young. And seriously, I've been enjoying abundant life.
Mm-hmm.
And I can mention having a son like you, a spiritual son like you. There's a feeling, a sense of feeling that I'm fulfilled. You know, abundance fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
John chapter 10, verse 10, the thieves comes too. But there's somebody else who comes to do better things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the man I've walked with. If you want to have an abundant life, Jesus Christ has got to be at the center, at the driving seat of your life, if you want to have abundant life. All these other things, and we'll talk about them, are just Wakikuyu wanaita moyoyo, moboyo, you know. All these, they look like wonderful things, and we pursue them so seriously, but honestly, they're just passing.
They're passing.
What really remains is your anchor, is your faith, where you have established yourself. That's what I can say.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Bishop, for sharing that. And I remember our journey sometimes with a lot of excitement. I've never forgotten that time that I was not saved, and that's when I met you. And while you were young and you had all your hair, you know, and you were slim and tall.
Yeah, of course.
And tall.
Yeah.
But you were so passionate. That day, you know, I have never forgotten that night you were preaching about, and Enoch walked with the Lord, and it was not for the Lord took him. And there are some of the things you said that were very interesting that day. You said, if you invited Enoch and God was not invited, he would not come.
Yes.
Because they always walked together.
Yes.
Until they walked out of the earth.
Yeah. They were too close heaven that going back would have been very far. So God just invited them and say, we've gone so far.
Let's finish
we're close to my home. Let's go. You know, my mother told me a story. She had a woman friend, a neighbor, and it like 3 kilometers or so away from our home. And she would go there in the evening and they would bonga. Ile wanasema siku hizi wanabonga. Stories until very late in the evening.
Yeah.
And then this lady would say, wacha nikusindikishe, let me escort you. And they would walk towards my mother's home and come very close.
Yeah.
And then they would stand and talk some more. And then my mother says, Sinikusindikishe. They turn around and that is that's really enjoying life.
Yeah.
They'll go back again and very soon, it will be in the morning.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
You've escorted her, then she escorted her.
It's morning. I believe that's abundant life. that is life in fullness. You're enjoying it.
You're enjoying it.
Hata kama hukukula chakula, hata kama hukuwa na nguo mzuri,
But you've enjoyed.
You've enjoyed yourself. That's a life in abundance. How about that?
Good life.
So go back to those days of Enoch walked with God. I think I challenge men to learn that, because when it comes to being dissatisfied in things, unaweza kuwa na chakula yote and still feel kuna mahali haijafika.
Yeah.
Kuna mahali. You remember when you took two Coca-Cola? Let me remind you. I know you don't like that. I know you don't like taking, and you don't take those sodas.
And I don't take sodas.
Yeah, I've never seen you. That was a very unique day. But I want to take you back there.
Yeah.
To understand the abundance.
Yeah.
We walked with you so long, eh?
Man.
We walked.
Until my feet were like,
and it was hot.
It was my feet were like on fire.
Yes, it was hot.
Yeah.
So in the evening, when we sat down at that hotel and you asked for a Coca-Cola, I was
shocked.
I was shocked. This guy's going to take Coca-Cola. Because me, I don't know when I last put it in my mouth. So then, when you took the first one,
you were shocked.
Kuna mahali ulisikia ayafika. Ndio ukauliza ingine. So, in life, when you are not filled, mahali hapo haijaguswa, hauna life.
So, no life. So you need a place to be touched. And that can only be touched by the Lord.
Exactly.
Not really by Coca-Cola.
Exactly. And not by money.
And not by money.
Yes. In real life now.
In real life. A friend of mine died a few years ago, about 2 years ago. He had very wealthy children. The sons were rich, the daughters. And he himself, he was a man of means. He could buy almost anything.
Yeah.
But he said words that I've not forgotten when he was dying.
Yeah.
He was sick. He said, if life could have been bought by money, my sons and my daughters could have bought it.
Because they had the money.
Even him. But life could not be bought by money. And but I liked it because he knew the Lord. Yeah. He finally said, well, I'm going home. It's not anything to worry about.
Yeah.
And we rejoice that he went home, but he left a word. If life can be bought with money, my sons and my daughters could have bought it.
And you see, diverge a bit and talk about the politicians who today, all they are doing is really looking for money.
Yeah.
Every little government contract, they want to make money, they want to eat money. And the contract at 3 million and now 10 million. We looked at a project yesterday, a road project somewhere. We were traveling and imeenda 1.5 kilometers na imekwisha. So we were saying, hii barabara ilikuwa inaenda mpaka mahali fulani mrefu. Na huyo alipatiwa kibarua, alipatiwa hii contract, si ifike hapo.
All the way.
Inastahili kwenda all the way. Lakini because whosoever gave him the contract and gave him the money,
wants kickback.
He wants kickback. Huyu anataka hii, huyu anataka hii. By the time you have finished giving everybody, you remain with nothing to build the house. I mean the road. Sasa unafanya hiyo pesa na kwisha. And that is what is happening. And then you live in misery.
Yeah.
You did not make it. You did not fulfill that. And your company has bad records because of that. I mean, tuangalie, hata wa Kristo.
Oh, yeah.
Even believers today, that is where we need to tell people, you need to live your faith.
Yep.
Your abundance na kutosheleka na
because if you are fulfilled in the Lord and He is taking care of you, then you will not be stealing, because what we are calling kickback is stealing. You'll not be stealing from other people for yourself. And you will also know whether you steal a lot or a little. Someday,
stealing, once you teach these fingers to steal,
you will steal.
We have a saying in my mother tongue, kama nyosuna katulawa.
What is that?
Kakijifunza unajua uji unaweka kwa ile container. Inukambani ulikuwa unakunywa, inabaki mingi, unaweka hii kidole. Hivi inakusanyika hapa alafu unakunywa. Hii kidole kakizoea hiyo akaweza kusahau. Now, when you teach yourself, when you allow yourself to do those shortcuts, be corrupt. I should mention this yesterday, just yesterday. I was in a hurry and somebody needed payment. And I needed to pay him. And I had the money in my M-Pesa.
Yeah.
So I go in my M-Pesa and I mistake the number.
Okay. Oh.
I send 157,000
to the wrong number.
To the wrong number. And so the guy that I was paying calls and asked me, "Allah, you haven't paid me." I said, "Lakini nimekutumia saa hii tu." Oh. Then it dawned on me, I send the money to the wrong person. And I send the money to the person I had just dealt with in another transaction. Tulikuwa tumekaa chini tumeongea, alikuwa amenipigia simu mara kadhaa. I know him. But so I had to think. Sasa nikipigia Safaricom, wakute ametransfer hiyo pesa already because and he was so honest.
Yeah.
When I called him, I told him, "I am so sorry. I sent you I sent you money I was supposed to send somebody else. I really apologize. Unaweza kunitumia." I was nervous. I was nervous because anaweza kusema, nimesha. Na akaniambia, "Wewe uko bad sana." Ningeiona, he was driving. He was driving. Akaniambia, "Kama ningeiona, ningeituma immediately somewhere else." Wewe ungeambia Safaricom wakurudishie pesa wakuta iko. And that's what people are doing. And he was very honest. Akaniambia, no, nitakurudishia na tafadhali uangalie ile transaction money kwa sababu wewe ndio umenichokoza. Nitumie pesa hiyo ya transaction. And I had to do it. Na nikamlipa zaidi, I appreciate it. Ali reverse akanitumia nikalipa. Honest. In abundant life, you will not enjoy abundant life being dishonest.
Yeah.
You will not.
So you're saying abundant life must include honesty, exactly. Integrity.
Yes.
The virtues. The fear of God.
Yes.
Truthfulness.
Exactly.
Being genuine.
And that is where our Christianity and our faith. I'm just wondering, where is Kenya going? And where is the church going? There is so much untruthfulness. There is so much stealing. There is so much, oh my goodness, and you are asking, where are we really going? And these are church people.
Oh yeah.
So can we say that really people are not enjoying abundant life?
There are many people actually who are not. But I used to think is people who don't know the Lord who could do those things. Until one day, even myself, I was sent corrupt money. I worked a job. And then I was paid 3 times what I was supposed to be paid. And I thought, why was I paid more than 3 times? So I saw in my account, the money was sent to my account. I thought, why is money put in my account 3 times? After a while, somebody calls me and said, by now you must have noted in your account that you got 3 times more than you had been contracted. I said, yeah, and I'm wondering what's going on. And this guy says, well, just get yours. The rest is mine, sent to me. I said, excuse me, what are we doing? Why should I be paying you money? Well, he had a story, a very corrupt story. Told him, listen, I don't play those games. If you need money, get money right way. But if you need someone to use, you can't use me. I have a conscience. I will not be able to say that I did not steal with you when you still passing me.
Yeah.
Well, that's a while ago. And by the way, I was very broke that time, my friend. That was
Temptation, Kali.
I was broke, and the money I was given, which was mine, was small. And if you multiply 3 times, I could have met several of my needs.
So tell the viewers, what did you do? Did you send him the money?
No, I sold them to do something else. But the money does not belong to him either. We return it to the organization.
Yeah.
And agree the organization made a mistake. So whether they will say it was sent genuinely or not. But also one other day, I was buying a gadget for my school. I was my department. And I went and negotiated for a gadget. And I thought I would save money for my department. And I sent this guy to buy that same thing. You can't believe, Bishop. When I went to check finally, we had negotiated that thing to cost 30,000. It was bought about 60,000. Double. So I went to this other guy who sold. I said, excuse me, you are a liar. You told me you sell this thing for 30. And finally you sold it to my department for 60. He said, he laughed. He said, Bishop, it's not my problem. You know you are not a procurement person.
What?
So you didn't buy. We only talk with you. Then your procurement guy came here and said, if you don't sell it for what I'm telling you, I'm going to buy it somewhere else. So he said, what do you do? He said, make it double. Give me the half of that double and you keep the other one. He said, for me, therefore, I had 45,000, but your guy got 15. This guy was an elder in a church. I wanted to kill him because
You'd have made a worse one by killing him. I know what you mean.
But he is talking. He is doing corruption, very obvious. But why I was annoyed is I'm the one raising the money, and I wanted to go further. But this guy is just minting money for doing no job.
And that is what's happening in institutions today. That is what is happening.
Anyway.
People are not living abundant life, Bishop.
Anyway, Bishop, we will have to tell people, if you want abundant life, get it from the Lord.
Yes.
And it is enough, actually. And He is a provider. And He will meet your needs. And He will multiply you as also.
Yeah.
But don't be a thief, don't be corrupt, don't steal. And there are consequences of doing that. They may not happen today, but they will stick,
over the time,
follow you over time.
Yes.
Well, Bishop, I have a question for you though. I have known you as a minister all along, but tell me this. You used to be a teacher. At least when I knew you were a teacher.
Yeah.
Then you became a pastor. Then you became a bishop. And you've done all these things. Tell me, how did you, what did the calling look like for you as a young man?
At first, honestly, the traditional way, I believed, ukiitwa na Mungu umuhubiri, you can't do anything else.
Yes.
You stick to preaching. But I also learned, and I think this happened when I went to a Bible college overseas, because I followed my teachers at the Bible college there. I followed them after work, several. I just wanted to know, what else do you do? There were ministers of the word in their churches, but now they came to teach at the Bible college. I followed one of them, and I found after 5, he goes and he sells flowers.
Oh, after 5?
After 5. I followed another one. I found he sells strawberry. After 5. I followed another one. I found he does carpentry. He had a workshop. He did carpentry, joinery. And that, hiyo iliniingia.
Now, he is your teacher?
He's my teacher. He's a
pastor in his church?
Yes.
And is it selling strawberry? Is carpenter? Is
different. I mean, each one of them was doing something extra. One, he had a good way of spending his time.
Okay.
Different from the teaching, the preaching.
Yeah.
So when I came back from America to start a church, it was in my mind. And of course, somebody else, I would say, who influenced me a lot was a farmer. I would go to stay with a farmer when the school closed. When college would close, nilikuwa nakaa na a farmer. That again was a great influence for my life.
When you stayed with the farmer?
When I stayed with the farmer. We would wake up very early in the morning, get on tractors, go to the farm. It was either, there was a season you're harvesting. I think the first time I went there during hay, there was a lot of hay and we were to harvest hay. Asubuhi tunaenda tunakata na machine. Mimi nakuja turn around ikauke vizuri. So that as we bale it,
it's not wet.
Haina maji. Then late in the afternoon, we would start baling it. You go with a baler. It's baling them in big chunks of kibox kikubwa. Mimi na ikijaa pale naanguka, mimi nilikuwa nachukua nina pack kwa trailer. No, I remember the trailer was behind this tractor yake na mimi nimesimama hapo. Ikiangua mimi nachukua na pack. Ikijaa nakimbisa wapi? Kwa ban. Na naweka kwa mashini nyingine, ninapandisha, ninapanga, ninarudia. Like that. That left a lot of impact in me. That a preacher, you can preach on Sunday, because I saw some of them preaching on Sunday, and on Monday you rest, and Tuesday you go to the farm. And I looked for ways that I could do that. That is how. And I didn't get fatigued as much when I was doing that, like when I didn't do. When I didn't do and preach, I got even more tired sitting at home.
Of course.
I would get so tired.
Yeah.
And that we could
because you're staying home doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Nikwenda kuombea watu, nikwenda cast out demons. I did all that. And then years later, when I didn't do what I'm saying, I burned out.
You burned out.
I burned out.
Really?
So I do these things, and maybe we will talk about it more.
Yeah.
I do these things, one, to spend my energies and to take away fatigue. I burn my calories out there. I do exercise there. It's very healthy for me.
I think
my mind is also working out there. So when I go to sleep,
you really
I'm able to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I just sleep. I wake up in the morning and wondering, where am I? You know, when I was fatigued, I could hardly sleep.
Yeah.
And any little noise at night would wake me up. Then I don't sleep anymore. That is torturing.
Yeah.
And I know many preachers are there.
So the traditional calling, people get to a line where they do one thing, preaching, praying, nothing else.
It's very difficult to go for 20 years doing that, by the way. I can tell you. I can tell you.
I know that.
You know that?
By now.
you know that.
By now I know that.
Yes.
But I have a question. What sustained your passion for the Regions Beyond?
Regions Beyond in the 70s, those of you who don't know, Regions Beyond was in the 70s. And we did it in schools, we did it in colleges, we did it. You know, you go to a college or you go to a school, a high school, where you have, 400 boys and girls. You give them the gospel, they respond by hundreds.
Yeah.
50, 100, 200, getting saved. You pray for them. Hapa kanisani ni siku gani uliona watu 100 wakiokoka? One. Crusade, twende crusade. Crusade tuna spend milioni 2, 3, 4 ma speakers, manini, which is right. Yeah. And we need to do crusade.
Yeah.
But if I walk to the neighboring school here and I ask for permission to speak to the students and I'm given, I will end up today by having over 100 students getting saved. Now, of course, there are many people who say, oh, wow, watoto watasimama. Kuna wale wamesimama kwa sababu leo hii niko na ushuhuda. I prayed for you when you were a student.
Oh, yeah.
Were you Form 2 or Form 3?
Form 3.
Form 3.
Yeah.
And you kept. Of course, kuna wale waliokoka hapo. Wakaachana naye. Lakini mmoja.
Inatosha.
Nasema nini abundant lives ndio hiyo. Mimi nafurahi nikiona. So, nikiambiwa hata nini. However, shida iko hapa. Bishop. Unaenda kwa hiyo secondary school, they don't give you any offering.
Yeah.
So kama umeenda na matatu na one way ticket. Now what sustained me those years was that knowing and feeling, because already I could see results ya wengine niliombea kama wewe na wamesimama. Wewe nimekuombea 77. Ndio. Kuna wale nilikuwa nimeombea 73.
Okay.
Na wame maintain, wengine wanakuja tunaenda kuhubiri na hao.
You know,
that passion, even today at 77. Because I go to a rally, Bishop, I go to a rally and I'm looking at 5,000 students.
Yes.
And I make an altar call and 1,000 jump on their feet, they come here and I pray for them. It's not about money.
No, it's not. It's not about money. It's about the gospel.
It's about the gospel.
It's releasing abundant life on these young people.
Exactly.
Well, we'll stop it here for today, but next week we'll take it from there. And I need to let you ask people to come to CCI.
What? CCI. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Yeah. I found, the Lord helped me to found a Christian Church International, Thika, the main church. And in this main church, I have produced lots of bishops, lots of apostles, a lot of ministers, pastors who've gone on to preach. But one of the blessings I've had as a minister of the gospel, my son is now, today, my youngest son is a senior pastor in this church. And let me tell you, without yani kumuinua bure, I have had deep revelation of the word from my son. I'd like to invite you to Christian Church International, Thika. We are in Makongeni, opposite BAT. You will find us there. The service starts at 9 o'clock. They start with prayers at 8 o'clock and the service starts at 9 o'clock and it goes to anywhere from 12 midday to 1 o'clock. Most times he tells people, remove your watch, put it in your pocket. Because when he begins to expound the word, he doesn't want any kitu na stop in a drawer. And he's deep in the word. So I invite you. I come as a member. I sit there and listen to him. I give my tithes and my offerings. And I'm blessed in this ministry. This is abundant life.
Wow. Praise the Lord. I also want to invite you to come and worship with us at Gospel Celebration Church, Githurai, where I preach. Our church is in Githurai 45. And we are behind Fountain Junior Academy. Our services begin at 9:30 when we have Bible study. And then we have our live service from 11, and you will be blessed. I can assure you, you would be the same. You will enjoy grace, abundant life, and joy will be yours. Welcome. God bless you.